Hello, everybody. My name's Mario. I live in the Bay Area, and as some of you might already know, the Mehserle verdict came out today, and it was announced that Officer Mehserle is guilty of involuntary manslaughter. That, to those of us who watched the video, was probably a very big disappointment. Regardless of how you stand on the issue, though, the media coverage here in the Bay Area has been pretty extensive. Today, I'm home early from work because I'm moving tomorrow, but in any event, I'm watching the coverage and I see a police vehicle run over a pedestrian in downtown Oakland, and I don't mean to laugh about that. I hope she's okay. But this is one of the few instances where I feel like, okay, obviously the media did not pick up that they had just filmed somebody get run over, and so just to make sure that it goes on record and that somebody says something, I thought it would be important to post it. And thank goodness for DVR, because had I not had DVR, would not have been able to make this video. Also, it's really, so what I'm going to show you is the footage of what I saw, and then you're going to hear the commentators mention this person who's down in the middle of the road, and they're going to say that they weren't sure, and they don't know if this person was there before, whether they'd been hit. It's pretty amazing to me because it was right there, and the police helicopter actually zoomed in. I'm sorry, not the police helicopter, but the camera crew who was in the sky zoomed in on the footage whenever this happened, and the people obviously congregating around them. And to me, it was just sort of really striking, the reaction the newscasters had, because I felt like there was just all these presumptions that come to the news, and I feel like it delegitimizes the feelings that people have about this case, especially when I'll let the video speak for itself, and you can hear the newscasters' reactions and the way they speak about it, and that was kind of bothersome to me. Anyway, so let's show it.
Designed to keep people safe and keep the businesses from being trashed.
So I'm going to fast forward.
As you saw from Sky 7 HD, that there are some people running in different directions right now. The crowd is dispersing a bit in that area as
so watch.
Going back now live, Sky 7 HD over the scene here at 14th and Broadway in Oakland. You can see that is a vehicle that is moving out of the way right now. I believe that is a police vehicle of some sort that is backing out of the area right now.
Right there.
All right, let's talk with somebody from BART right now. She's on the BART Board of Directors, Lynette Sweet. Good afternoon, Lynette. Thank you so much for joining us.
Not a problem.
I know you're keeping a very close watch on this because BART is obviously at the center of all this.
Yes, I am.
And what is your reaction to the verdict?
You know, I didn't anticipate a verdict coming today, but I am actually quite happy that this chapter is now over and we can move on to some of the things that we're going to do to reform our police department and ensure that this never, ever happens again.
We need to mention what we're seeing with Sky 7 HD right now. We are seeing some police vehicles there. The crowd has been throwing some items at these cars, kicking at the doors and such, and we can see a larger police bus now moving into this area. Certainly the crowd is feeling some frustration out there, and they are acting out just a bit, but nothing out of hand at the moment.
Now, we're going to stay on these pictures. Lynette, BART has gone through some pretty dramatic changes as a result of what happened 19 months ago. Can you share some of that with us?
Yeah, we actually have gone through some very significant changes, one being just the total overhaul of the police department. But I think what's most significant now is that the BART Police Department has Assembly Bill 1586 sitting on the governor's desk now to have him sign it so that we can have civilian oversight of our police department. That was one of the things that the overall community demanded from us, is that we don't police ourselves anymore, that we have a civilian body do it. We heard it, and we're going to put it in place. We just need that governor's signature, and it's done.
And then what about training and procedural measures?
Okay, listen up.
What we've done is put much more training in. We needed to ensure that all of the things surrounding excessive force, especially, were
May I stop you for just a moment? We have some pictures from Sky 7 of a crowd gathered around someone, and we believe they might be injured. So please stay with me. We just want to try to understand what we're looking at here.
It appears that a woman is on the ground here. She is lying on her side, and a crowd has gathered around her. Now, we didn't see whether or not she had any contact with those police vehicles that were backing out of the area, but the crowd has sort of formed around her now. She is still lying on the ground. We're not sure at this point what her injury might be or what prompted it.
And there looks like there's some monitors around there wearing special designated outfits. The orange and yellow there. They perhaps are crowd monitors.
They didn't see that?
From what we're looking at. But Lynette, please go ahead while we're trying to figure this out. Go ahead with the training.
Seriously, so I'm gonna pause this. If you're an anchor and you really don't know what happened when it just was shown, I mean, don't say we don't know what happened. Just say you don't know what happened. People watching this we know what happened. I mean, she got run over. So anyway, this was disturbing. So anyway, sorry to talk so much, but I thought I should post it. I hope she gets well.